The Russians do not have control over the city of Pokrovsk. This statement was made by the commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces, Oleksandr Syrskyi. On his Facebook page, he reported that he made a trip to the Pokrovsk direction, where he spoke with commanders. According to him, stabilizing the situation in the area of the Pokrovsk-Mirnohed operation depends on the level of coordination between military command bodies, units, and subdivisions involved in carrying out combat missions.
The Pokrovsk direction remains the main focus in the context of the enemy's offensive. This is where the highest number of daily enemy assault actions are recorded. A significant part of its grouping operating on the territory of Ukraine is concentrated here. The enemy, in particular, is trying to take advantage of the difficult weather conditions.
Syrskyi added that the main tasks of the armed forces of Ukraine remain the gradual taking of control over certain areas, supporting and protecting existing logistical routes, as well as organizing additional ones. He said that constant fighting with small enemy assault infantry groups continues both on the approaches and directly within the urban area. Ukrainian soldiers are doing everything possible to make it impossible for the enemy to move and gain a foothold. According to the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine, as a result of search and strike operations over the past week, almost 7.5 square kilometers of territory in the Pokrovsk district of Donetsk region have been cleared of enemy sabotage and reconnaissance groups. Syrskyi summed up,
There is no question of Russian forces controlling the city of Pokrovsk or of the Ukrainian Defense Forces grouping being operationally encircled. The fight continues.
The day before, thick fog allowed the occupiers to approach Pokrovsk. A video was published online showing Russian soldiers moving along a foggy road in civilian cars and on motorcycles. According to the BBC, it was filmed on the southern outskirts of Pokrovsk. As told by the pilot of the Ukrainian unit Syrskyi with the call sign Goose, this column of occupiers was later partially destroyed. According to him, due to poor weather conditions, there was no video surveillance of the repelled attack, so he is not sure whether the entire group was hit. The soldier emphasized that it was precisely because of the fog that the Russians decided to launch an assault with a column of vehicles, which, in good visibility, could have easily been destroyed by Ukrainian drones. According to the 7th Corps of the Air Assault Forces of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the massive assault by the invaders using light vehicles on the Selidov-Pokrovsk highway area achieved partial success. Some of the enemy vehicles were destroyed by the defenders on the approaches to Pokrovsk and some more within the city itself. Search and strike operations are ongoing. Defense forces are also working to destroy the firing positions that Russian troops managed to set up in recent days in certain districts of Pokrovsk. According to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, as of 8 a.m. on November 13th, the situation in the Pokrovsk direction remains the most tense. There, Ukrainian defenders have repelled 81 attacks by the aggressor. The General Staff also published footage of the 425th Separate Assault Regiment, which continues assault operations in Pokrovsk. In total, 226 combat engagements were recorded along the front line over the past day. The losses of the Russian invaders amounted to 1,180 personnel.